I'm really excited about this. I love learning new skills. Yesterday when I was up in the hammock and I didn't know how to tie ropes, I thought to myself, my goodness, Drew, you live in the internet age. It is time to learn how to tie ropes. So I did, and I want to share some of my favorites with you. This bit of the line that goes off into space or wherever you have it tied to, you'll know this is the standing part. This little bit here is the working end. This is a loop, and this is a bite. I already know this knot. It's my absolute favorite knot of all time. It's the figure 8 follow through. I use this when I hang over buildings, and it's also popular amongst mountain climbers. If you want to go to the top of Everest, you have to know how to do this. All right, for the figure 8 follow through, we are going to pass the working end over the standing part. Now, for the follow through, you're going to want to have extra end here. Extra working end. So you'll just give yourself lots like this. Okay? Then you are going to take the working end, pass it under your standing part. See, it makes a cool little and symbol. Pass the working end through the loop. Just like so. Now you pass the working end around whatever it is that you're going to be tying down. So say this is your harness for climbing, or this is whatever else it is that you want to secure with this rope. You're going to pass your working end around it. Then you follow the line all the way back through the figure 8. It's real easy. You see the line goes here through this loop. So you go do, passing it through, and then it comes around. Just follow the line all the way through. And then it goes all the way back, and this is where the line will finally come to terminate here. You can cinch it up, and it makes a really beautiful knot. I like how this looks. Now I'm going to teach you about the Marlinespike hitch. This knot is used by hippies everywhere to hang their hammocks in trees. Make a loop, passing the working end over the standing line, or the standing part. Then you can take your standing part, push it through the loop that you've just made, and then pull it taut. If this part is your standing line or standing part that's connected to your tree, whatever, then you put your hammock, or again, whatever you're going to put on it here, that's tight. It's not going to go anywhere. But then when you're done, all you have to do is pull on this, and your knot comes undone. It unravels. It's super cool. I actually have my hammock set up outside right now using this very knot. I'm now going to teach you the double bowline. This knot is popular amongst pirates, so you too can be cool like Jack Sparrow. You take your line, you make a loop. You work a whole nother loop right over the top of that one, so you've got 2 loops. That's the double part of the double bowline. Using your working end, you're going to come up under your loop, under both of them, up through your loops, and it's just going to give your standing part here a little hug. You're going to use a bite around the standing part. See how it's hugging him? Loves that guy. And then you're going to pass your working end back through the 2 loops that you created earlier. Then you just tighten the whole thing up. Whoop! Not using that. There you go. And you have yourself a knot that a pirate would be proud of. All right, I've got a new knot I want to teach you. It's time for the double fisherman's knot. I can't think of who would use that. Tying 2 ropes together in a secure fashion. I love this. You're going to take your working end of your first rope, and you're going to wrap it around. You're going to wrap it around your other rope 1 time, 2 times, working back towards the standing line here, towards the standing part. And then you're going to take this working end, and you're going to pass it through the 2 loops that you just made. Then when you pull this tight, you're gonna have a knot. This is gonna be secure. Now it'll slide up and down the other rope, just like this. So what you have to do is come over to your other rope. You're going to pass the working end over 1 time, 2 times, working back towards the standing part, and then you're going to take the working end and pass it through the 2 loops that you have just created. You're then going to pull it tight. Now you have 2 knots that when pulled together will be very secure. And these ropes aren't going anywhere. I will now teach you the clove hitch, also used by climbers and hippies and pirates. It's gotta be a good knot. The clove hitch can be done in the middle of the line. It's really cool, super easy. You're gonna make a loop. You're gonna make a second loop, like so. Same as the first. And then you're gonna take, you're gonna take your second loop, pass it right over the top of your first loop. Then you'll place it on whatever it is that you wish to secure, say if you were using a carabiner or what have you, and you pull it tight. And this is your clove hitch. Just hanging out in my hammock, enjoying my newly learned knots. Also, I bought carabiners. That helps. You don't have to do everything with knots. But, you got it?
I didn't bring you a fork. I'll go get one.
That's okay. Rachel brought me dinner in a tree. I love this stuff, man.